As the saying goes, middle-aged couples on the first floor, nightmares can last for several nights. Recalling the first time Hae-in went to Hyun-woo's house, the kid made a request to stay overnight. It was a very late, don't go tonight. Hyun, well, it's dangerous to drive. Hae-in, that's true. The two naturally ended up sleeping on a single bed, even though they couldn't even turn over, but it didn't feel cramped. Now sleeping on a 2-meter 8K says that, yet Hyun-woo felt there was no room to move. However, Ebony fish building up the blue. Hae-in then suggested cuddling while sleeping. Well, upon hearing that, Hyun-woo's mind raced with anxiety, falsely claimed to be feeling perfectly fine. To add credibility, he even pretended to ride a bike. Even if it's not cramped. Should we cuddle while sleeping? Hyun-woo looked at Hae-in in horror. For a moment, he couldn't find a suitable excuse to decline. Hae-in seemed to notice his unease. He explained he was joking, then he turned over and faced away. Hyun-woo also remained with his back to his wife. They resembled a long-married middle-aged couple. The next day, Grandpa accessed the hunting ground surveillance raid. After a long review, it seemed that, apart from family, no outsiders had probed. Everyone suspected it might be an insider's doing. Just at that moment, Grandpa spotted a suspicious figure. Although he won't capture with blurry silhouette, he was sure it was his eldest son. Just to clarify, Hong is actually the eldest, known as Hong Da. Meanwhile, Enchanting informed Hyun that he would recommend her to the project leader. Hyun was very pleased to hear this. However, after hanging up the phone, the overseas hospital sent a notification. It was currently unable to treat her brain cancer. This meant she would die in about 3 months. But thinking that her business revenue would soon exceed what really won, Hyun felt a sense of regret. There were several beautiful clothes she hadn't worn yet. She had bought several islands but hadn't visited them. What worried her the most was her handsome husband at home. From then on, Hyun found Hyun more pleasing to the eye. Cleaning away caught his inner while drinking, and his casually raised eyebrows while speaking. This made her unable to help but want to steal glances every time she passed by. However, Hyun soon realized something was off. So she asked her secretary, and she had a friend who had been married for 3 years. Every time she saw her husband, her heart raced. She even felt the dimples to be hugged by him. She both felt compulsive tenderness, but what was with such a gentle man? The secretary found the friend to be sick with the stain, and advised him to see a doctor soon, especially to check his brain thoroughly. It would be best to perform a course scan as well. You're practically a miracle doctor. Scene shift. Hae-in right at the hospital. She felt she had been acting very strangely lately. She inexplicably felt empathy. In the past, she was known for her coldness. Last time, a salesperson came to the company. The company had a strict no soliciting policy, but the secretary learned that the man's child was sick and in an incubator. She surprisingly agreed to let him sell. Another time, she accidentally overheard female boy's mother. She wouldn't undergo surgery due to financial issues. She remarked that there were many sick people, but deep down, she felt a strong empathy. She even cried over it. Hae-in didn't understand why she always felt empathetic. Most importantly, seeing her husband made her heart race. Could it be related to brain cancer? Doctors believed he was likely facing that. Suddenly, he gained insights about life. Meanwhile, father-in-law brought Hyun to his brother's house. Han admitted he hadn't gone to the hunting grounds. His aim was to reconcile with his father, but the second concubine blocked him from meeting. In the end, he just left. The father-in-law understood the situation, gently patted his son-in-law on the shoulder. Since marrying into this family, she not only had to help with various matters, but also needed to be never was moved, still again hard on him. However, once the father-in-law returned home, he stayed cautious. He asked the second concubine if his brother had come on hunting day. The second concubine thought for a moment and said she also warned to be cautious of that person at home, ever since his status was taken away. He seemed like a different person. On the other side, the mother-in-law instructed the steward to inquire about the Enchanting, because she really didn't want her son to ruin the current project. That, however, was in the grandfather's favor. Turning around, the steward contacted the Enchanting. She noticed that this kid liked Hae-in, so she boasted that she could have the couple divorced. Then she would introduce Mr. Enchanting. However, Enchanting blamed the steward for ruining the hunting grounds protected net. Instead, it gave Hyun the chance to shine. The steward repeatedly claimed isn't.